Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Happy Tuesday. Okay, I have to sit inside today. I know the lighting is horrible, but I have to sit inside today because it dropped temperature. It is very, very cold outside today. I mean, it's not like 20 degrees. I think when I looked, it was like 47, but it's super windy, and to sit on the front porch, it's too cold, number one. Number two, the landscapers are here today, so they're going up and down the street with the blowers and stuff, so it's real loud. No, that's number two. Number three, I am trying to upload this video because I had no plans tonight. As of my vlog yesterday. But as soon as I got done with my vlog yesterday, I was like 10 minutes after I got my vlog up yesterday, or 10 minutes after I got done vlogging yesterday, Tanya called me, and I was like, hey, what's going on? She's like, not much, what's going on? And she's like, hey, do you have therapy tomorrow night? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, just have Alex drop you off afterwards. And then she's like, we can go to dinner, or we can go to a meeting or something. And I said, okay, well, we have therapy early, because Alex had changed the time. We used to go, I feel like this is out of focus. Let me see. No, it's not. Therapy used to be, so it used to be Tuesdays at 6. Then we changed it to Fridays because it was more convenient, because that was his day off. Then he didn't have to rush after work. And then now his Tuesdays, he goes in earlier. So we moved it back to Tuesdays at 5. So I said, it'll be earlier though, because I get done at 6. And so instead of getting done at 7 like I used to, and she's like, that's totally fine. She's like, if I'm at the kennel, just have him drop you off at the kennel. She's like, just text me when you're done. So I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, a whole night with Tanya Jean. So I'm really excited. We're gonna go to a meeting tonight. Alex is gonna drop me off wherever she's at the time that we get done. So she'll either be finishing up at the kennel or she'll be at home. And then we're gonna go get something to eat, and then we're gonna go to the meeting. So it's gonna be like a Tuesday night back in the day when Tanya Jean and I used to. So back in the day, it was like Tanya and I'm trying to think in my head, my old sponsor, my second old sponsor before he was my sponsor, and then then Tanya's sponsor, and then 3 of our friends. So it's like 8 of us. And we would go to dinner every Tuesday night before we went to our home group. And we went to this restaurant in Noblesville. It doesn't exist anymore. I think they tore it down. But it was this Mexican restaurant, and it was called El Camino. You could eat there. Like, they had the best chips and salsa. They had the best. So when I go to Mexican restaurants, I always love to get a real Coke. They had the best Cokes there. Oh my God, and they had it like in those, like, you know, those Pizza Hut, those like red plastic cups. They had the best everything there, and you could eat there for like $10. It was super cheap. So we would go to El Camino, and we would eat before we would go to our home group, and then we would all go to our home group, and then afterwards we would all go back to Tanya Jean's, and that's when we would have the fire, you know, the bonfires, the fire pits, and then we would, like, some of us would, like, you know, we'd stopped on the way and got fountain pops. Some people, like, she'd order pizza. People were still hungry. People from other meetings would stop by. It was so fun back in the day. Now it's just Tanya and I, everybody. Well, my 2 sponsors have passed that were also very, very dear friends of Tanya's. And then our other friend, like 2 of our friends have moved out of state. And then a couple of our friends have gone back out and started using again. So it's just Tanya and I. I mean, we have friends, but it's like, as you get older too. It's funny when I look back, because my sponsors at the time, well, my sponsor, not my first sponsor, but my first sponsor in that group, at the time, he probably would have been, like 65, probably. And then my other sponsor they were about the same age, so he was probably about the same age, hanging out with us. Oh, here, my video's done. I can get this video up. Hanging out with us till like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday night. Oh my God. Those were the days, my friend. So anyway, today I made one video, which was not my plan. My plan was to get up, because I knew, like last night, that Tanya and I were doing this tonight, that I was gonna have therapy. Well, the other thing is, and I said this yesterday, but therapy is at 5 o'clock, which means I have to get an Uber. I have to order an Uber no later than 4:15, which means I have to start getting, wanted to get ready by like 3:30, but I can start getting ready no later than 3:45, because I just have to take a shower and throw in some clothes. I'm just gonna wear jeans and a hoodie tonight, my hat. I mean, it's nothing fancy. It's therapy and going to a meeting with my good Judy. And before I filmed my video today, like when I got up, I trimmed my beard and I shaved around here and here. I shaved here, here, and here. Although not really any hair grows here. But anyway, so I don't have to shave or trim my beard before I get ready. So I just have to hop in the shower and, yeah. So when I get done with this vlog, I have to render this vlog while I'm in the shower, then start uploading it. It'll upload while I'm gone. Then when I get back, I can post it. Hopefully my video will be done. So like last night, I knew that I was going to hang out. I was going to counseling, and then I was gonna hang out with Tanya. And so I was like trying to figure out my day, and I was like, okay, well, and I was tired too. I wanted a nap. Alex actually last night, he went to bed super early. He was in bed by like 8 o'clock last night and slept the whole night through. He was so tired. And so, because when he got up this morning, I like woke up when he got up this morning, and I was like, did you get a good night's sleep? He was like, I was so tired. He was like, I got so much sleep. And he was like, did you have a good night? I was like, yeah, I read and listened to my audiobook. I took a nap. He goes, you took a nap? I said, yeah, I took a nap right next to you. He goes, I slept straight through. I mean, he slept straight through the night last night. So he must have really needed it. I don't know why this is taking so long to airdrop. But anyway, so last night I was like, okay, you have to get, I even wrote it down on here. I put in here, vlog at 2:30. Because then I would be done by 3:30. And then I could, like, you know, as I'm rendering it, get in the shower, upload it, and then I'll be ready on time. Well, that didn't happen. It is currently 3:02. And I've been vlogging for over 6 minutes. So I'm like a half an hour late, which means this is going to be a shorter vlog. So here's the deal. So I knew that I had to be like calling the Uber at 4:15, which means I can't be on the computer doing stuff or in the shower. So I had to be like, have everything done by 4:15. Which means I have to get ready no later than 3:45. Like be in the shower no later than 3:45. Or, you know, a couple minutes around then. And then, so I was like, okay, well, I had all wool sweater. I had an entire look. I have all these videos that I wanted to film today. Those have to wait until tomorrow. Tomorrow, I don't really have much going on. So I had this drama video that was completely different than anything I usually do on my drama channel. I was going to film today. I have this announcement I'm going to make on my Peterisms video. I had these cookies I was going to review. I have this bird stuff I was going to show my Peter Does Stuff channel. I had this, well, so I watched this documentary, well, it was an interview last night, true crime documentary interview. And then I wanted to review, I've got so many book reviews to do. I wanted to do Happy People today. So I had videos to make on all of my channels. Well, I stayed up a little too late last night. I was like, you're going to be in bed no later than 3 o'clock. No later than 3 o'clock. So last night, I like made the list while I was like, oh, my videos. Is it sent? Okay, hold on a second. Let me get this going over here. Okay. Come on now. So that this can upload while my thumbnail's made and everything. All I have to do is just upload the video and post it. So last night, when I was like getting the vlog done and all that kind of stuff, I like made my list, and then I was like, okay, so like what time do I have to get all this stuff done by? And I was like, okay, if I have to vlog no later than 2:30, that means if I'm gonna film 5 to 6 other videos, then I've got to get up at like 10 tomorrow, which means I can't stay up till 6 because that's 4 hours of sleep. So I was like, you're gonna be in bed no later than 3 because then you'll get like 7 hours of sleep, right? Okay, well that was the plan, and that did not happen. So I can't remember when I laid down. I don't remember. Anyway, I think I scheduled the vlog and then I laid down. It was early when I laid down. And so I took a nap, took a good nap last night. I will say last night and also this morning, I don't know why, it hasn't been happening every day, but it's been happening since we've been back, and on vacation it didn't happen at all. Last night, I had, the anxiety was like so bad when I was like going to sleep for my nap that I felt like the bed was shaking. Like I kept on looking at the bed, like, is it shaking? And it was me. It was just like that internal feeling that I'm shaking. And then when I got up from my nap, I felt it a little bit, but not like I did as I was laying down, which is weird because it's almost kind of like it's shifting. Somebody actually commented on my vlog, and they said that, this was a while ago, probably, this is when I was talking about it, but they said that they can feel the internal, like, shaking when they're falling asleep, not when they wake up. And I hadn't really experienced that. A couple times I had, but not like I did last night. And then when I woke up today, again, I was like shaky. So, yeah, I don't know what all that's about. Anyway, It's interesting because last night I felt so incredibly calm and peaceful. And, my therapist has said, and my doctor has also said this too, and other people have said this, that sometimes, like some of you have shared this, that your anxiety comes out when you feel the most calm. So I don't know if that's what's going on. I can't really figure it out. But anyway, so I was like, okay, you gotta go to bed at a certain time, whatever. Oh, by the way, before we get into this vlog any further, I just made my first cup of coffee for the day. Oh, I had a show and tell that I wanted to show you too. So this is the happy coffee. I know it seems like I've had 5 cups of coffee, but I've had no coffee yet today. So this is the happy coffee, which I thought I was almost done with, but I actually had like 10 more K-Pods in the closet. I didn't realize it because I had like this size of the box, okay? I brought this because I wanted to show you. This is my favorite decaf. I've never been in my life a decaf coffee drinker. I always feel like I can taste the difference, like just in the blend or the roast or whatever. I just feel like I can taste it. It's like, it's decaf. So I'm not a big decaf lover, but I like drinking coffee late at night, and I could have, here's the thing, I could have like 1 cup of coffee, probably 1.5 cups of coffee, and be fine to fall asleep. I don't want to do like 3 or 4 cups of coffee. I do think that would probably affect me. So I've been drinking more and more decaf late at night. I'm trying to like drink less caffeine late at night. And so I think somebody recommended this to me, and I got the Tim Hortons, which it says on here, Canada's favorite coffee. I don't really know much about Tim Hortons, but I will tell you, this decaf has changed my love of decaf. I absolutely love this. So I think this is my second box, but this is like the size of the happy that I had. So I actually, because I don't want to buy a bunch more coffee until I've gone through the coffee that I have, I've been meaning to do a review because Marissa sent me this Hawaiian coffee. I feel like this is just like, because it's so in the shadows, I feel like it's going in and out of focus. Is it? I can't tell. I'm doing the best I can today, you guys. It's because it's light back up here, but I can't just... And unless I keep my reading glasses on at all times, I can't see if it's out of focus or not. Here, we'll just keep these on. These are now my... So, I now have 4 pairs. Okay, I'm going to use these reading glasses because those make me feel like I'm a professor. There, I'll just keep them on while I'm vlogging. Oh, they've got like a spot right there. Oh, well. But anyway, I'm trying to go through the happy coffee. I put every K-Pod that I had in the drawer last night. So, I have in the drawer now... Maybe there were like 12 or 13, 14, 15. I don't know how many K-Pods I had left. Well, it couldn't be that many. I probably have 9 or 10 left in the drawer. And so this is the happy coffee. I would never recommend that happy coffee. But, oh, it's so bad. I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's coffee. It's just, it's not, it reminds me of the instant coffee, which I had a longing for. Do you guys remember me talking about this? I had a longing for the instant coffee because my mom used to drink it. So I would drink it sometimes. My mom loved instant coffee. Don't ask me why. Well, I know why. So we had a hot water tap in my kitchen when I was growing up. Not just like hot water. I'm not talking about that. Like when I was growing up, if you went to people's houses, like now everybody has them, but I'm talking about where it's like you have like the main faucet on the sink, the kitchen sink, but then next to it, if you grew up in my area, you know what I'm talking about. And then people would have the one, like the nozzle that had the hose on it and you could pick it up and spray. Okay, that was like a big deal, like when I was growing up, but people had that. Well, at our house, like my mom had the option to get that, but what she got instead was a hot water tap. And so it was just like this big knob on the sink that you would turn. And so you just put your coffee cup underneath it and you just turn it, and it just was boiling water always. I mean, literally scalding boiling water. And so my mom drank so much, instant coffee, that she would just put it in there, and then, so she loved that thing. When she moved in this condo, she would say, I miss that hot tap so much. I miss that. I'm like, all you have to do is boil water in the microwave, Mom. And then she would constantly be putting her instant coffee back in the microwave and heating it up. In fact, I think I've told you guys a story about after she passed away, I found a mug of instant coffee in the microwave. But anyway, this reminds me of instant coffee. That taste, that kind of like that foamy aftertaste. It's not good. You know what's interesting is I've talked about it a couple times in videos, and not one person has told me that they love it. Because usually, like, if I say something, somebody will say, somebody will say like, oh, I love that. Or like, what was I talking about yesterday? Bright River, whatever that show is I'm watching. I can't remember who it was. I felt bad after I said it, because somebody was like, oh, I didn't like it, but my best friend loved it, and they went into detail. I thought about that comment a lot when I was watching it last night, because I love that show. Long Bright River is what it's called. But, you know, don't ever, if I have a different opinion about something, please don't ever take, you know, offense to that. It's just, I feel like it's just us having a conversation. But Tanya and I all the time, like, I said to her, Long Bright River, she goes, it was okay. I was like, you didn't love it? She goes, it was okay. She was like, I was like, Tanya, it was about addiction, it was about this. She's like, it was okay. She was like, she watches so many shows. So anyway, but it's interesting, like, enough foods that I'll say, like, oh, I love this, and somebody will say, oh, I don't like that, or vice versa, you know, whatever. But on Happy Coffee, nobody has really ever said anything to me about it. Let me look on here. I want to see how much it is for, I looked it up before, Happy Coffee. I like the branding. It's very simple. Happy, let's coffee. Here at Kroger, oh no, let's see how much it is. Oh, is it Robert Downey Jr. coffee? Oh, it is. I did not even know that. Oh, that's why they're partnering with NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. Slow roasted means it's seriously delicious coffee. I would say not. Our roasting process, I don't know anything about a roasting process, creates a more complex flavor and smoother tasting brew. It tastes kind of acidic to me. Bitter and acidic. And not like in a good, like 3 o'clock in the morning gas station way. Our whole bean ground and K-Cups. Maybe I should try some of their whole bean. I don't know. And K-Cups, but I don't think it would probably taste a whole lot different. Are responsibly sourced, whether it be Rainforest Alliance certified or, I don't know what this means, sustainability verified. Our coffee is carefully sourced and expertly blended by our coffee gurus into coffee that makes you happy. Let's face it, not everyone is happy. True story. Some people choose to stay bitter and focus on it. That's why we're proud to partner with NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, the nation's largest grassroots mental health organization. NAMI is dedicated to building better lives for the millions of Americans affected by mental illness. And then they have ground coffee. Oh, I've looked at this before because I told you I thought that it looked cool. They have these ready-to-drink ones. I might try those. Oh, they have instant coffee. Maybe I should try that. The coffee pods. Let's go in here and see how much the coffee pods are. Does it say? Can you buy them right off the website? Oh, you can. So the one I got is the light green one, the Extraordinary Light Roast Happy Pods. 10 count. No, I have more than that. So I don't know. But a 10 count is $9.99. I'm going to look back here at Ready to Drink to see if you can order these. Maybe I should order some of these. Yep, you can get a variety pack. $11.99. Okay, you get a vanilla latte, cold brew coffee, matcha latte, natural latte. Oh, there's different ones. Okay, I might try that. What's the instant coffee? The instant coffee. Does anybody drink instant coffee anymore? It comes in. Their packaging is very cool. I did not know that it was just. Is it by Robert Downey Jr.? He's sober, isn't he? Oh no, I don't know who these people are. Oh, it's kind of. Their whole website is kind of cool though. It's like Polaroids that they have. Oh, it does. Robert Downey Jr. Well, it says Robert, happy co-founder. Robert loves coffee, and he loves making people happy. Have you met the guy? He could make a rock laugh. When he's not making faces for cash and chicken, you can find him watching the American Heroes channel, taste testing the latest happy blends, practicing Wing Chun, or hanging with his family or on the ranch. Okay. Where's the other founder of it? Oh, Craig, happy founder. Craig loves people, design, brands, starting things up. Isn't Robert Downey Jr. sober? Why do I know? I know that, don't I? Anyway. So this was the coffee. Don't love it. Wouldn't recommend it. Should I try some more of them? This is the thing. Why should I put money? This is my question. Why should I put money into something that I already don't like to try more of it to find out that I might not like it? Do you know what I mean? Shouldn't I try a different brand and give them a chance? Anyway, sing out, Louise. Is that the line? What's that movie with Philip Seymour Hoffman? I love that movie. So sad. Philip Seymour Hoffman. I loved him. Seymour Hoffman. It's a movie with, what's the guy? I can't think of his name. When I say this, people are going to be like, that's what you remember him for. He dated Naomi Campbell. Philip Seymour Hoffman, Sing Out. I think it's Louise or Lucille. Sing Out, Louise. Let's see. It's from like Gypsy. That movie Gypsy or something like that. What are his movies? Oh, it pulled up. I don't know this movie. Happiness. Philip Seymour Hoffman. Oh, I thought we were like the exact same age. He was born in 1967 and passed away in 2014. So sad. Such a fantastic actor. So good. Let's see the movies. Why can't I? Is it pulling it up down here? Robert De Niro is who I'm thinking of, by the way. I know, it's like the one thing you connect Robert De Niro to is that he dated... Didn't he date Naomi Campbell? Am I even wrong about that? Or was it Al Pacino? I think it was Robert De Niro. Robert De Niro, Philip Seymour Hoffman. What's that movie called? Flawless, 1999. And he says, sing out, Louise, or something like that. Anyway, did Robert De Niro, more importantly, we need to know if he dated Naomi Campbell. Naomi Campbell and Robert De Niro had a relationship in the 1990s. While they kept their romance private, Campbell has said De Niro taught her valuable lessons about privacy and finding fulfillment. Okay, so they just put an article out in 2023, a look back at Naomi Campbell's 90s romance. Who else did she date? Oh, with Robert De Niro. How long were they together even, though? I don't think very long, were they? How old is Robert De Niro? He's got to be a lot older than me because he was in The Godfather, right? Robert De Niro. Let's see how old he is. 81? Oh my god, he's my dad's age. Okay, how old is Naomi Campbell? She my age? 54. She's a year older than me. So there was like a 27-year age gap, and people think that Alex and I have a big age gap. Oh my god! Recently oh, it shows me all the people that I recently viewed. It's all people that I've looked up on my vlog before. Okay. Anyway, so last night, what did you do last night? This is how I fall down the rabbit hole. This is what happens to me, okay? Now I want to know about, I saved, here I'll put out, I could care less about Naomi Campbell today. Even though I did love her back in the day, but she's rather problematic these days, isn't she? So, my friend Brittany, that married us, she was actually on the reality show with Naomi Campbell, but that other model, it was where they had coaches, and, what's it called? Reality show with Naomi Campbell. The Face. It's Coco, whatever was Brittany's coach. Okay, where's the other people that were on it? The Face. Here it is. Coco LaRoche, or whatever her name was. Coco Rocha, yeah. Was that her name? Anyway. Does it have her name on here, my friend's name? Other contestants in the show. Oh, it does have her name in the show! In order of elimination. Does that mean she went home first? I think she went home first. Oh, there was only 2 episodes? 2 seasons. Oh, girl, I didn't know you had your own Wikipedia page. All right. Anyway. She married us. She's my girlhood friend. That's from Trip to Bountiful. If you've never seen Trip to Bountiful, which we watched in Peter's Movie Club last year, that's what Geraldine Page says. Carrie Watts. I could not remember what her name was. Was that in this? Well, no, I was doing a drama video, I think, the other day, and I could not remember who was wearing that hat. I kept on saying she looked like Geraldine Page in Trip to Bountiful. What video did I just do where I was talking about her wearing that big hat? And I said she was trying to look like... Oh, anyway. I love Trip to Bountiful. But she talks about, what's her friend's name? Shoot, this is the rabbit hole right here. Carrie Watts, Trip to Bountiful, girlhood friend. Look, if I put that in there and it comes up. Oh my God. Carrie Watts is an elderly woman who decides to visit her childhood home in Bountiful. Okay, who plays her girlhood friend? She says, my girlhood friend, quotes. Let's put up quotes. Let's see if it comes up with her quote in the show. Carrie Watts and Callie Davis. Callie Davis. It has to be her. Oh, she says in here, oh, I love this one where she's sitting on the porch and she says, I don't know anything. These are the lines from the movie. Callie Davis. How did I remember that? She says, I guess when you've lived longer than your house and your family, then you've lived long enough. Wow, that's kind of sad sentiment. She says, I don't know anything prettier than a scissor tail flying through the sky. That's what she says at the end of the movie. Carrie Watts. Trip to Bountiful. Let's look up Carrie Watts. Trip to Bountiful. Carrie Watts. Let's see if I'm right about it. Oh, Callie Davis is who I wanted to look up. Callie Davis. That's her girlhood friend. Callie Davis. Oh my God, no lie. Right here, backstage article. The trip to Bountiful is not to be missed treasure. Bountiful, Texas, before she dies, planning to live with her girlhood friend, Callie Davis. You know who else we should look up? Melissa would love this. What happened to Ben Tramer? Melissa gave me a bracelet that says rest in peace, Ben Tramer. So if you don't know, Ben Tramer actually died on Halloween night. Okay. Ben Tramer Halloween. Well, you don't even have to put him because it pulls it up. Okay, what happened to Ben Tramer? In John Carpenter's Halloween 2, Ben Tramer's death is a tragic incident caused by a combination of factors. But it happens on Halloween night, okay? He's mistaken for Michael Myers by a panicked Dr. Loomis and a sheriff, leading to a fatal accident where a police cruiser hits him, resulting in a fiery explosion and his immediate death. Let's see if you can get the Ben Tramer bracelet that Melissa got me. R.I.P. Ben Tramer Halloween. There's like t-shirts and all kinds of stuff that you can get about it. Oh yeah, right here. T-shirt, T-Public. R.I.P. Ben Tramer. Ben Tramer has his own little Funko Pop. There's all these pictures of Ben Tramer. Do you guys know who Ben Tramer is in Halloween? Hold on a second. Let's look up bracelet and see if it comes up. Because it has his birthday and his date on it. I should go in there and get it right now. Because I know exactly where it's at. Okay. So, in the movie... Isn't it... Okay, Annie asks Lori about... She goes, Ben Tramer? So she asks her... Okay, so Annie, who's her friend that gets murdered in the car, she says to Laurie Strode, who's played by Jamie Lee Curtis, she says, who do you want to go to the prom with? And she goes, I'd rather go with Ben Tramer. She goes, Ben Tramer? Why is this cracking me up? Now you know what my phone calls are like. Oh, in the 1978 movie Halloween, Annie asked Lori to call Ben Tramer and tell him she was just fooling around, that she doesn't want to go to prom with him. And she goes, maybe later, Lori. She goes, I will, only if you'll watch the little girl who is actually played by Kyle Richards that's now going through divorce with Mauricio. What's her name on the show? Kyle Richards. I can't remember her name in the show. I can't remember her. She says if she watches... Lindsay! That's when the kid that is behind the curtain and then he sees the boogeyman and Lori doesn't believe me. He goes, nobody believes me. And Lindsay goes, I believe you, Tommy. Tommy Doyle! How am I remembering this? Oh my God. I'm a genius when it comes to movies. This is basically what... Carrie Watts, Ben Tramer, Lindsay. Annie asked Lori to call Ben Tramer and tell him she was just fooling around. Lori initially refuses, but Annie convinces her by offering to watch her sister. No, that's wrong. Not her sister. Lindsay is not Annie's sister. Lindsay is the girl she's babysitting for. Lindsay She says her name. The camera stopped. We're having so much fun. We're having so much fun. Obscure movie trivia about, let's look up. Obscure movie trivia about Halloween. Halloween questions. Let's see if I know them. I bet I don't. What is the name of the legend that Jack-o'-lanterns original? Oh, wait. Halloween movie. I know where the mask comes from. Everybody knows that, right? Okay. 100 plus horror movie trivia questions and answers. Oh, let's do it. Nightmare Toys. Well, first of all, you want to know what I did last night? Okay, I did not really read last night. I listened to my audiobook, which is, I've got 50, I don't know how many minutes left. I have it, 51 or something like that, of that book, I Found You. It's not good, by Lisa Jewell. I wouldn't recommend it. And then I read a little bit, but I'm kind of like, I really wanted to get into my shows last night. So I watched episode 1 of Ghosts from the UK. It's completely different. Okay, I will just tell you this right now. And this is no offense to anybody out there that has a different opinion than me. But anybody that says that the UK Ghost is better than the US Ghost has not watched the US Ghost. Okay, I'm just telling you right now. The UK Ghost is amateurish. The writing is bad. The jokes aren't funny. The US Ghost, like, I know the UK Ghost was probably the original. Well, it was the original. And they took their idea off of that. The US Ghost is like, I'll continue to watch the UK Ghost because I want to see, like, it's only 6 episodes a season or something like that. I want to see what happens. But I just was kind of like, it's the exact same story. It's like, couple inherits his house. The house looks almost identical to the house in the US Ghost. But anyway, so I watched that, and then I watched like 3 episodes of Long Bright River last night. I'm loving it. I'm still loving it. I have episodes 6, 7, and 8 to watch tonight. So yeah. So that's what I did last night. Okay, let's get to these questions. Horror movie challenge. Okay. Who directed the 1973 film The Exorcist? William Friedkin, it says. Oh, I should just go down here so I can't see the answers. Okay, next question. What is the name of the possessed girl in The Exorcist? Linda Blair. Oh, what was her name in the movie? Linda Blair. Sally. Tiffany. No, it was too young before that. I don't remember. Regan. Okay. Who is the author of the 1974 horror novel Jaws? Peter Benchley. Got that one. What 1980 horror movie is based on the Stephen King novel and directed by Stanley Kubrick? Stanley Kubrick, 1980 horror film on a Stephen King novel, 1980. Was it The Shining? It was The Shining. Which horror film features a killer named Freddy Krueger? Dumb, Nightmare on Elm Street. That is so easy. Okay, who directed the 1960 horror film Psycho? Are these for real, though? I can't think of his name right now. Rear Window. Why can't I think of his name? Oh my god, my mom's favorite director of life. Why can't I think of his name? Alfred Hitchcock. Okay. What is the name of the infamous motel, Bates Motel? What 1978 horror film was directed by George Romero and features zombies? Dawn of the Dead. I love that movie so much. One of my favorite. What is the name of the camp in the 1980 film? Oh, Camp Crystal Lake. Yep. Which 1996 horror film was directed by Wes Craven and parodies slasher films? 1996. And what's that called? Scary Movie? Is that what it is? I don't know if I've ever seen that movie all the way through. Scream. Oh, I should have known that. In the 1976 horror film Carrie, what supernatural ability does the protagonist possess? Telekinesis. Telekinesis! What 2007 Spanish language horror film is directed by Juan Antonio Bayona and produced by Guillermo del Toro? Well, he's done a lot of horror movies. I don't know which one it is. The Orphanage. What is the name of the demon in the 2013 film The Conjuring? I have no idea. Bathsheba. What 1982 horror film directed by Tobe Hooper? Oh, I know. Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Poltergeist. No. What is the name of the main antagonist in the Hellraiser film series? Pinhead. Yep. In what year was the original Halloween movie released? Oh my god. Was it 1976? 1978. Which horror film is about a cursed videotape that kills viewers 7 days after watch VHS? Another Ring. How did I get that one wrong? What is the name of the villain in The Child's Chucky? I've not seen one of those Chucky movies. Who is the mask killer in the Scream film series? Well, I mean, it depends. Ghostface. In which film does actress Mia Farrow play a Rosemary's Baby? My mom watched that, or she read that book, actually, while she was pregnant with me. In what 1990 horror film features a group of documentary filmmakers? Blair Witch Project. Who directed the 2017 film Get Out? Oh, it's like, God, what's his name? He's one of my favorite horror movie directors. He and Ari Lester. Oh, what's that guy's name? It starts with a B. Oh, shoot. Oh, Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele. Oh, my God, I love his movies so much. What is the name of the tall man in the Phantasm film series? Does he have a name? The Tall Man. In the 1991 film The Silence of the Lambs, who is the cannibalistic serial killer that Clarice Starling interviews? Hannibal Lecter. Hannibal Lecter. Which horror film takes place on a spaceship called the Nostromo? Oh, Alien. Alien. Who directed the 2004 film Saw? No idea. James Wan. What classic horror film features the line, "They're coming to get you, Barbara"? The Body Snatchers. A Night of the Living Dead. In the 1984 film Gremlin, what are the 3 rules for taking care of a mogwai? Don't feed them after midnight. No water. I don't remember. No bright light. Don't get them wet and never feed them after midnight. That was pretty good. I think I just watched that movie last year for Christmas. I don't remember. On the 2000 film American Psycho, that movie freaked me out. I read that book too years and years ago. What 1998 film directed by Roman Polanski is based on a novel by Ira Levin, Rosemary's Baby? I know that. Who directed the 1975 film The Rocky Horror Picture Show? No idea. Jim Sharman. What is the name of the isolated hotel in Stephen King's The Shining? The Overlook Hotel. Yep. Okay, we're not going to do these anymore because I know I'm driving you crazy. 13-level Halloween movie quiz from BuzzFeed. No, we're doing this. Where's it at on time? Okay, it's 3:33. If you can pass this iconic Halloween movie trivia quiz, I'll be seriously impressed. Okay, let's see. What is it? In The Nightmare Before... Oh, God. It's not a Halloween movie. Okay? I hate this movie. If The Nightmare Before Christmas, which is not one of the doors that appears in the forest. I've seen that movie maybe one time, kind of in the background. Valentine's Day, April Fool's Day, Thanksgiving, St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to say Thanksgiving. I don't even know. No, it's April Fool's Day. Wrong. What is the name of the island? How are these anything to do with Halloween? The island the gang goes to in the 2002 Scooby-Doo movie. It's either Fright Island or Zombie Island. I'm going to say Zombie Island. Spooky Island. The 3 witches in Hocus Pocus are Winnie, Mary, and... Sarah? Yeah. And is this for kids, this game? In Hotel Transylvania, what color is Frankenstein? Purple? Blue? You can see I've never seen any of these movies. In The Nightmare Before Christmas, you just love The Nightmare Before Christmas. I don't know what Zero's nose is. Jack-o'-lantern. Yep, got that one right. What other Halloween film features a snake inspired by the snake from Beetlejuice? Let me guess. The Nightmare Before Christmas? I think it's Ghostbusters, actually. No, Nightmare Before Christmas. Should have guessed that, because this should have been a Nightmare Before Christmas. What is the name of the large green ghost Ray first encounters in Blockbuster? Or in Ghostbusters? Blob, Slimy, Bob. I think it's Bob. No, Slimer. How is Winnie Sanderson defeated in Hocus Pocus? Carlight, sunlight, a potion, hollowed ground. Sunlight. Hollowed ground? God, I've seen that movie so many times. Oh my God, The Nightmare Before Christmas. The names of... I have no idea. Don't care. This is a stupid quiz, and I don't know any of the answers to it. And so you're not impressed with me, and I don't care. Okay. I want Halloween movie. 71 Holly... Here it is. Fun trivia. Okay. What room did Michael first see his sister Judith and her boyfriend in? Kitchen? Kitchen or the bedroom? Michael was outside looking in through the living room window. He saw his sister Judith making out with her boyfriend. Oh, that's right, in the living room. The two went upstairs. Yeah, okay. Quick question. What kind of doll did Lori have on the top of her dresser? Cabbage Patch doll? No. Holly Hobby doll? Holly Hobby doll. Holly Hobby or Raggedy Ann? I think it was a Holly Hobby. Did I get it right? That is incorrect. Well, F you. What did Lori have a poster of her on her wall? James Ensor. I don't even know who that is. How did Michael Myers escape from the hospital at the beginning of the movie? I can see him. What does it say? He stole, well, I mean, obviously, he stole Loomis's car. That's when the nurse, I think her name's Nancy, she's smoking. And she's in the last one, too. She's smoking, and then he climbs over the roof of the car. I mean, I thought you meant, like, literally. How did he? Michael Myers had been hospitalized ever since he was 6 years old when he stabbed his sister Judith. Why do they let them walk around? That's what she says in that movie. What was Michael's sister Judith doing before he killed her? She's having sex with her boyfriend. Brushing her hair. What two movies do Lindsay and Tommy watch throughout the course of the night? The Thing and The Forbidden Planet. According to Lori, who will probably never get out of the 6th grade? Tommy Doyle. Lonnie, what, I would say Lonnie Anderson. What was the date when Michael killed his sister Judith? October 31st, 1963. What year did Michael kill Judith? 1963. What was Judith doing when Michael went into her bedroom? Judith was brushing her hair. Who went up to who went up to the Myers house on Halloween because of a dare? Lonnie Lamb. What does it say on the side of Lori's dad's car? Oh, something Realty. Strode Realty. What is Linda's last name? Linda. Well, actually, Melissa is friends with her, and her name's PJ Souls, the actress, but I don't know what her name is in the movie. Vanderclark. Brackett was Annie's last name. Her dad was Sheriff Brackett. What song is playing on the radio when Annie and Laura drive to their babysitting jobs? Don't Fear the Reaper. Oh my God, I got it. I wish I had you all alone, just the two of us. That's actually a made-up song from the movie Halloween. Okay. What is the name of the drug that Dr. Loomis tells the nurse to... He'll be hardly able to sit up. The nurse to put Michael on when they take him in front of the judge. Give him... What does he say? Give him... It starts with an L. Thorazine. How do I not? I've seen these movies so many times. What book did Lori forget at school? Chemistry. Oh my God, her chemistry book. And then, what's her face? Not Annie, but what's her face? Linda says, I always forget my books. And then Annie comes running out. Okay, wait. Next one. How did Michael get Nurse Marion was her name to flee the car? He hits the window and she goes flying out the side of the other door. Michael broke the passenger side window with his bare hand. Okay. Who owned the house that Bob and Linda used for their tryst? Bob and Linda had sex. Annie had left to go get Paul. And so Annie was babysitting. So it was Lindsay's parents' house. The Wallace is Lindsay Wallace. Bob and Linda walked into the Wallace house thinking Annie and Lindsay would be there. Okay. When Annie and Laura saw him before babysitting, who did Sheriff Brackett, Annie's father, think broke into the store? Kids, teenagers, some kids. When Lori walks, they're high as kites too in that scene. Lori's like, when Lori walks away from the Myers house, what is the first song that she sings? When she walks away from the Myers house. Wish I had you all alone. I wish I had you all alone. Just the two. It's a made-up song. Anyway, isn't it a made-up song? Maybe that's not. Maybe My Paul is a made-up song. I wish I had you all alone song. Okay. In John Carpenter's Halloween, wish I had you long. Okay, wait. What song is Laurie Strode stringing? It was Close to Me, but was fully realized version of the little jingle Laurie Strode. This played over the middle of the entire film's credits. If you were thinking this sounds familiar, it was Close to Me. Was a fully realized version of the little jingle Laurie Strode sang and hummed along to as she... Okay, so it's a made-up song, I guess. What is this? Get off. We're going on to the questions here now because we're ready for Halloween. Oh, it's got all these books. Look at all these books. These scary books. Okay, questions. Where am I at on time? Oh, 3:41. What was Michael's sister's Judith? What was Michael's sister? How did I get all the way down back to these questions again? Okay. Gotta get down there. I was up on question 4. What is Lori's last name? Strode. What was Tommy afraid of? The boogeyman. The boogeyman! Okay, on Melissa's poster that Jamie Lee Curtis signed for her, she put there is a boogeyman. Because that's what Dr. Loomis says to her at the end of the movie. Okay, what did Laura's father do for a living? He was a realtor. Come on now. Realtor. What did Lori compare herself to when she was babysitting? A nun? A Girl Scout. How many kids pick on Tommy Doyle? 3. 3. The movie Halloween begins with a scene of Michael killing his sister. What was her name? Judith? Because I know all the previous answers. Okay, well that was the end of the questions on this. If you like that, I'll save it. I'll keep the tab open. And we can learn more about Philip Seymour Hoffman, Halloween, and all that. Anyway, I'm going to get off here now so I can go to counseling. And then it's going to be a full night, therapeutic night. Anyway, I need to do a little thumbnail. I hope you guys are having a magically amazing Tuesday. I am, and I'm so excited about my night. If nobody else has told you this today, I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya!